Parents are worried about the safety of their children in Temple. They say the city has lax regulations on sex offenders and known predators who are living dangerously close to where children hang out.
25 News reporter Joel Lopez is in Temple to tell us what parents want to see done. Joel?
I'm at a playground in Temple, and right across the street lives a registered sex offender. And that's just one of many in town who live legally, just feet from where children hang out. Parents in Temple are in disbelief.
I don't want to see my city becoming a mecca for sex offenders.
Ryan Beimer has 2 children and says while he was taking them to a playground nearby, he was warned by a parent of predators living in the area.
So I got online and started looking at the sex offender registry and found out that unfortunately, yes, there is a sex offender that lives within 200 feet of the playground.
And that's not by mistake. It turns out the city of Temple does not have ordinances requiring registered sex offenders to live outside of child-populated areas like schools and parks.
They've shown that they can't make good judgments, and we have an obligation to protect our children.
Beimer says other parents may not know of the danger, and children playing in the streets or walking home may become easy targets for predators.
That's the part that scares me too, is when I look at Temple versus Killeen, which is a city twice our size. We have as many sex offenders living here as Killeen does. Killeen has enacted some of those restrictions. Temple has not.
In Temple, there are nearly 300 registered sex offenders living feet within reach of children. Now, Beimer wants the city to establish regulations known as child safety zones, which would prevent convicted sex offenders from living within 1,000 feet of areas where children congregate, like bus stops, parks, and schools.
Our kids deserve to have a childhood. They've got too much to worry about at school already. We don't need to add more.
Parents like Beimer say they want more done before a child becomes a victim.
So I'm just encouraging our city council to get it on the books. I don't expect an ordinance tomorrow morning. But let's get the ball rolling and make it happen as quickly as we can and protect our kids.
Today I spoke to a probation officer in Temple who tells me officers regularly check on sex offenders, and also I reached out to Mayor Tim Davis, who plans to meet with the city to find out more about the regulation. Joel Lopez, 25 News, Temple.
Thank you, Joel. Now, concerned parents can search for any registered sex offenders on the Texas Department of Public Safety's website. Temple Police also urge the public to contact their department immediately should they feel that their child's safety is at risk.